tutorial requires beginner skills, takes no time to prep, and about 1.5 to 2 hours to complete. We spent no money at all because we recycled parts from previous creations. And of course, the inspiration for this mad-looking snowy monster comes from the 1980s movie Star Wars 5, or The Empire Strikes Back as it's called. And speaking of striking back, let's make sure that latex doesn't strike back, so cover up those eyebrows with Vaseline and put on that bald cap. There we go. And I'm sorry if I sound a little bit muffled and stuffed up. That's basically because I got a man cold from hell. Anyways, let's begin by creating some face shapes. And for that, we are using liquid latex and cotton. The trusty combination that we have seen so many times before. So let's build ourselves a Wampa face. There are versions and varieties of this creature, and in that first movie it was actually more hair than any face. Yeah. If you use tools that have fake blood on them, you will end up with a red structure. We don't want that. This is gonna be white and fluffy. So a new tool and some blow dryer there to dry things faster. Keep building in layers and shape that nose. And then we take a little roll of that cotton, roll it up, use it to create the nostrils. Or at least the base for the nostrils. Yep, get it in place right there. And by the way, if you haven't seen The Empire Strikes Back, I seriously suggest you look it up, find it, rent it, stream it, and check it out, because it's one of the best Star Wars movies out there. It's way better than the modern computer crappy things they put out these days. But yeah, I love it. With the basic structure of the face in place and the nose looking good, we need to create a base for our teeth, namely our jaws. So we begin by taping down with masking tape, going down further, a few layers, both on the upper jaw and lower jaw. And hey, at this stage, we have a lot of room there under the tape so that we can breathe properly through our nose. Not to worry. And to fill it out more and give it more of a jaw look, we add an additional layer of latex and cotton there. And hey, there's the Demogorgon monster on the wall behind Ellie. Yep. Check out those cool looks from Stranger Things. And with the layers of cotton here in place, we add additional latex, and then we actually put on the tape with the sticky side out. This will make it a lot easier to attach the teeth. So reverse the tape there when you put it on so that the sticky side is out. And before the teeth goes in, we paint that pie hole all black. Actually, it's not a pie hole because in the movie, this dude was about to eat Luke Skywalker. We can't have that. And there are the teeth. And we're not going to show you how to create those teeth in this video because we've done that in so many videos. So we suggest you check out our latest War Z Zombie on how to create those awesome teeth. There is a really good instruction. And with the teeth in place, another layer of that masking tape. This time, of course, with the sticky side in to wrap up that and keep the teeth in place. Same story for that upper jaw. Make sure you don't hurt yourself on those teeth. They are very sharp. You can, of course, make them less sharp and dull if you feel like it. Heading back to that latex and cotton to shape a little bit of gum here. It's gonna be thicker there over the teeth, and then we continue to build a little bit. We are gonna wrap all this up in a fluffy fabric later on. So, but we just need a bit of fluff there. Still make it look cool. And as usual with beastly teeth like this, let's make them look dirty and used. Using yellow at the base. Mix that in with a brown tone, going with streaks from the base and outwards up on the teeth. Black raccoony eyes is a must for this creature, and we also fade that black tone out with a dark brown, mixing and blending those colors to make a nice little transition. Next up, covering all of that face with a beige tone. And if you happen to live in Italy and near Milan, we are coming to Milan on December 2nd to 3rd. This is this coming weekend. So come on by our booth and say hi. We want to meet you. We're going to Milan, and Swedish is Vi ska till Milano. Then going back, like I said there earlier, on the teeth. Mixing that with brown, and then another round of yellow. I'll also use our fingertips there to blend those colors together. Speaking of blending colors together, Demonica Angel 696 SFX, go check her out. Amazing creations with her brush. Really, she needs followers, so go check that account out now. Get yourself some white fluffy fabric. We got ours from a recycled tail from the Gummy Hoe tutorial we created, I think 2 years ago. And what we are aiming for here is basically the typical Amish look. So throw on that piece there, and when it's in place, just admire yourself. You look like $1,000,000. Hello. Anyway, we dress up the face in these different sizes of pieces. We are keeping the eyes clear. This actually looks like a Santa Claus zombie right now. If you want to check that, you should check that zombie out as well, by the way. The main pieces for the face are in place, and now we need a wrapper for that top of the head as well. A much bigger piece. There we go. And we are keeping the side of the head clear here because we're going to attach those horns in just a minute. And speaking of those horns, we are going to create them as well using, aluminum foil. Wrap that up. Get into the horn shapes of the Wampa, and then continue to wrap them up in electrical tape. Yep, something like that. And get wrapping. And hey, if you wanna prep these before, go ahead and do that. Doesn't take that long to create them. Alright, so to merge them into the head, we add a little bit of that fluffy fabric at the base of the horns. Just apply that latex and wrap that fluffy hair around it. And all that hair is going to help to secure it into the head as well. Alright, so a vast amount of latex there onto the bald cap and underneath. And then we stick them in. Just like that. And don't worry if they are not held up correctly, because we have a fix for that. Namely, another piece of fabric that we simply wrap around the base of the horn, like that. And then we pull it back on top of the head to give it a lot of support and to keep it upright, or at least in the position it's supposed to be. So, do that on both of them, and then continue to the fake blood. And when you look like you have had a big chunk of Luke Skywalker, when it was actually him who had a big chunk of you zapping your right arm, then it's time for the double-sided tape. Now this is double-sided tape because we are going to create that nice fluffy costume, or at least this is a quick and dirty costume for our video. So double-sided tape and wrap that fabric around. That was the absolute easiest way. But of course, if you are doing this, I recommend a fluffy white one piece. That will do the job as well. An additional piece there to cover up the neck, attaching those two edges up there onto the bald cap as well. That sleeve-long looking mitten is actually a hollowed out tail from the Gamio tutorial. And what we do is simply cut out 5 holes for our fingers, put on a black glove, and run that straight in there and out through those holes. And boom, you have a Wampa hand. Might have to stitch that up to create it, but hey, after that, you are ready. You are one Star Wars looking Wampa from planet Hoth. So, we hope you liked this, and this was our first winter creature for this season. We have a lot more coming, and if you have any favorite winter monster, let us know in the comments. And hey Italy, we are coming to Comic-Con Milan on December 2nd to 3rd, so come join us right there in our booth, say hello to us. We will be there, both of us, creating zombies and madness, so come check us out. Love you, see you there, bye.